Hey guys, I know I am super late. Guys, this interview here you do not want to miss. Let me put on a R. Kelly commercial so you guys can see that. Hold on, guys. Let's get this commercial rolling here. I know I'm late. I'm late. I'm waiting on my guest. My guest had some company, and my guests said they will be in a few minutes. Okay, we are going to put on the commercial right now. Let's do this commercial thing here. Hold on. Let's do this commercial. Let's do the commercial. This is the commercial for R. Kelly's rally. Okay, let's do this. Share the screen. We're gonna do the commercial. Here we go. R. Kelly's rally on the 28th of September. All right, let's open this up. Here we go.
Greed, lies, and an untruth TV series. September 28th at 4 p.m. in downtown Brooklyn, New York at the Fort Greene Park. It's the March for Justice and Equal Rights. It's the March for R. Kelly. We are asking Brooklyn, Queens, Bronx, and the whole tri-state to come show your support and march with us for justice. It could be you or your family member next. September 28th at 4 p.m. The March for Justice for R. Kelly at Fort Greene Park, Brooklyn, New York.
All right, my good people, how are you guys doing today? Okay, guys, I am so sorry for the late bird, and my apologies, guys. I'm going to tell you who I got. I got an exclusive. My special guest is online on the phone right now. My special guest is Dr. Rice. Hey, Dr. Rice.
Hey, what's up?
Hello. What's up, guys? What's up?
What's up?
Welcome.
Oh, Dr. Rice, there's been so much stuff going on the last couple of days.
Like last, 48 hours?
There's been a lot of finessing happening and a lot of stuff going on. And I think you have the truth. I sent you over the truth because I trust you with it. Okay. We've done some things before. I like what you did with it. And so I don't have time to do it. You know what I have actually going on in my home right now.
Yes, I do.
And, but yeah, everybody was saying about these indictments and stuff that's coming down. And I can assure you that they're not accurate. Okay. At least the one that we're talking about. I can't speak to the others because I wasn't privy to it. But the ones that I am privy to, I can tell you the whole story is not being told.
Okay. Because I was kind of really concerned because when I was reading the indictment and then I saw an item, well, I made the assumption that I-5 was you. And then when somebody put in, I was reading somebody's community post and I saw your name, I was like, I text you, I hurry up and text you, Dr. Rice, is this you? And then you're like, okay. Then I had to send you the indictment information and you're like, okay. So you and I discussed this already, did we not?
Absolutely. We discussed it. And I'm actually sending you the actual phone audio of the conversation, which I retain the entire copy of it in its totality. But you'll see my direction and where I was going and where things went, which you've already heard it also.
Yeah. Do I have permission to play it to the group in here? The audio of what actually happened?
Absolutely, you do. You have my permission. It's a one consent state here, and I'm part of it, and I'm giving my consent. So you have a party's consent.
Okay. So, and no one else is to share it anywhere. So only in this platform, only this platform is authorized to give to play this, right? Am I correct?
Absolutely. And yeah, and if it's what we think, when we were going over that indictment, can everybody hear me? Can you?
Can y'all hear?
Yes.
Guys, give me thumbs up if you can hear Dr. Rice.
Can you hear me? 1, 2, 3.
Yes, they
testing.
can
1,
hear
2,
you.
3.
They can hear you. They can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, and when I was reading it, I was looking at it, and I'm like, wow, they got this thing really twisted if it's me, because I don't even roll like that. But everybody knows my reputation. I stand 100% behind what I do. Y'all know that. I don't play no games, and I'm not about no mess, and I shoot it straight. Everybody knows that. I don't play no games. I say it like it is. 100. I'm always 100. You never know me not to be 100. And I'm not going to change now. There you go.
And it's because we were reading it because it made it seem like you were part of this craziness, like trying to get some money for a rob or trying to shut. I don't know. I don't even know what to say.
Well, you know how to not see you playing now because you already heard it, so you know what the real tea is.
Yeah, I know what the real tea is. But, I want the people in here to really, there's some foolishness going on. There's some real foolishness.
You get to talk to it and you get to speak to it. Again, I'm not doing many videos this day, not because I don't have to, but you know what I have going on.
Yeah, I know.
And I would be on your show actually face to face like I was before. I trust you with it. You've sent me information and things all in the past, and I just ask you to do it justice and keep it 100 and keep it real. It is what it is.
I will.
And tell people to share it.
I will.
No doubt. I mean, I'm not, listen, here's the thing about me, and I hope everybody can hear me. I'm not wanted any place but heaven and by nobody but Jesus. So, it's all 100 with me. Anything that I say is going to be 100. I don't roll no other way. Love me or leave me sort of a thing. And that's what it is, man. That's just what it is.
Okay. But we really thank you, because what I'm going to do, I'm going to play it and talk in between, and just in case people can't hear it, because I have heard it. I've heard it a couple of times. And thank you for giving me the permission to be able to play it.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
No doubt.
And I know you don't have time to really talk to me, but it will be played, and you can also view it later on and what's happening. Okay.
Sure. Send me a link and make sure to be able to post it over on my Twitter so my people know it's me.
Okay.
People have been asking me to do some things, so I just bring it to you 100. You know how I do. If we talking about Lifetime, we're gonna bring somebody from Lifetime. If we talking about what happened in the house, we're gonna bring somebody from the house. That's what we do.
Okay. All right. I thank you so much, Dr. Rice. I'm gonna let you go because you got some stuff going on, and I will play it in the order you gave it to me.
All right, cool. Talk to you later. One love, everybody.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, guys. Okay, thank you, Dr. Rice.
Stay safe. Stay safe.
All right. Thank you.
Cool.
All right, guys. As you know, guys, Gucci, where are you? Come on in here. Gucci. Well, I'm gonna play the as you guys, you know what? Let's read the indictment and the section, which Randa, do you have the
I don't have it.
I definitely have it.
Okay, hold on.
But my voice is cracking today.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me download the recording, and then he send me the recording, and then I will speak to the part of which his name was not given, but him as being an individual in the file. Just bear with me, guys. Hold on. Just bear with me. I know I should have been prepared. Gucci, is Gucci in here yet?
You didn't send him he said send the link.
I sent him the freaking link.
Randa look like that girl on White Man Can't. Really? Really, Tom? Only you. So like you got that part where My voice is a little harsh today. Can't really read today.
Oh, yeah, right. Nakia, my favorite student can read.
I can read.
My favorite student can read it, okay?
I said I can read.
Okay.
I can read that what I have.
But you were supposed to highlight the parts in
Well, okay, go to page 17.
Okay.
Oh, you sent it.
Duh.
What?
Look, you see how she is? She said, "Oh, you sent it."
Doi. Doi.
I know, we're making it suspense because we're teasing it.
Yeah, we just dragging it out.
Dragging it. We want the numbers to go higher. Then we.
Oh, you had 99 already.
I had 100, but it went down 1. But here's what's gonna happen. As you guys know, there was an indictment done recently. 3 individuals was arrested, right? And in the 3 individuals, one of them, they have mentioned Dr. Rice as being. Hold on a second.
She said page 17.
Yeah, page 17. Dr. Rice was basically mentioned, and I saw so many like different Twitter things, and I was like, whoa, not Dr. Rice. Dr. Rice can't be part of this shenanigan, right?
We sure was like that.
And I was like, okay, I just talked. See, the thing is, I talked to Dr. Rice on Thursday well, we were talking because what happened, you guys know I got a letter, right? And people were saying that my letter was fake and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, I need to call Dr. Rice to find out if my letter is fake because, he tells Keith knows what Rob's handwriting looked like. So I was in communication about that. So then he came back and told me that Keith said the signature was right, but the handwriting in the letter was not Robert. So it's my assumption that somebody in the jail is writing for him because he doesn't write a lot. So they wrote, but he actually signed it and put the piano. And that's why they put this letter is not fake. So my letter is actually real.
Hey, love me.
So as far as the letter itself being written, the total letter was not written by Rob. Probably somebody else wrote for him and he just signed it and put a little signature thing in the little piano. So my letter was real, y'all. It was not fake. It's not his whole rant. I like to be honest with you guys. I like to be totally honest. I'm a person with integrity. That somebody in the jail is writing for him because
dude, you gotta turn it down in the background.
That's why they put this letter is not.
You got the mute button power.
I should have muted his ass, right?
You mute my head. I mean, you mute me all the time.
You mute me all the time.
Well, anyway, I was explaining to them about why I was in contact with Dr. Rice. So after I got that, I thanked them and everything. We moved on to the next, right? So then we had a conversation, and I don't know, names came up, and I was like, oh, okay. So then he made a comment to me. He said, somebody was like a loose cannon, right? So, okay. When the whole indictment came down, and then Randa was reading, my reader was reading, and I heard the word loose cannon, and I was like, wait a minute. I heard that before. I just heard it the day before. Then I explained to Randa how I heard it, So then I was like, that's Dr. Rice. They talking about Dr. Rice. So, long story short, then I started seeing everybody with the thing. Then I sent him the message like, hey, Dr. Rice. Okay, I could read y'all the message I sent to him. I like to be detailed. I had sent him a message saying that there are people who putting his name out there and basically what's going on. So him and I talked this morning. And so he played the recording for me So I said, Dr. Rice, can I get an exclusive, please? He said, yeah, but you're going to owe me big time.
Whoa. That's right.
Whatever. So,
Hey, I know you got my text. I said, ask Dr. Rice for your interview this morning.
I did get your interview. I did.
Oh, no.
Okay, I'm going to give Gucci credit. Okay, Gucci asked me to ask Dr. Rice to get an interview. He wants the credit. But anyway.
Oh my goodness, Gucci.
No, I don't want the credit. This is a us. I want it for your show.
There's
so
no me
everybody
in we.
hear it from the person's mouth. That's all I was interested in.
Or I.
No,
So,
there
anyway,
is no
can I
in team.
think the chat want to know what's going on because now you're delaying the time and this is
Well,
like,
you delayed us for a long time.
Let's go.
okay. So then when I heard it, I said, "Oh crap! This is crazy. And I'm like, you only hear one side of it, and this the recording. I'm like, whoa! I gotta let it out. I gotta tell people what's going on, right, guys? I'm gonna play the recording. Okay, here's the deal. They were recording, but also Dr. Rice was recording too, because he got the phone call all out the blue. Then he was like, he's gonna record it just in case he might need it. And thank God he was smart enough to record from his side. Because when you read the indictment, you only hear one side and make it seem like he's in cahoot with trying to what? Pay off the witness? Not that way, y'all. I promise you, it's not that way. It's a game. They called him and tried to entrapment. Okay, remember that word? Entrapment. Whew.
Definition below.
All right. Now, Dr. Rice is in a one-party consent state, so therefore he could record the conversation. The person's in the state that is a two-party, so therefore Dr. Rice didn't know that he was being recorded. Kind of strange, isn't it? Okay. That's why, if you notice in the indictment, they put I-5. Only person that would know who I-5 is a person involved or a person that knows that person. Got it, guys? Government's very smart. And then you also know, Brandon, can you please read the part that I would like? Page 17. Page 17. When it starts talking about I-5 person.
Wait, you want me to read the
recording, please? Hey, Justice is my bitch. You know how you try to hold on to the last minute, let everybody watch the whole show, and then the real part comes in at the end. That's what I'm doing to y'all.
Yeah. Hold on. You want me to read that paragraph, or you want me to read during the conversation?
The conversation. Try to put names if possible. No, don't put the other people's name. Just put his name in I-5. Just put his name in I-5. Okay?
I'm partial, so bear with me. No, I'm just playing. Yeah, so shit. All I know is
don't put no other people's name except I-5.
No, I'm not.
Because we already know I-5 is.
I'm just reading what's on the paperwork. So if I curse, it's on the paperwork. I'm not gonna bleep it out. You want me to bleep it out? I'll bleep it out. Watch this, y'all. Yeah, so bleep. All I know is I just seen some bleep that like.
Just do the whole thing without names except I-5.
Okay, let me stop. Okay, just like blew my mind. So shit, I just called I-2 like I told you. I ain't really been talking to him about y'all since we talked, which was about 2 weeks ago. So I just called him right now. He like, man, holler at Dr. Rice. I'm like, why I need to holler at Dr. Rice for? He like, man, Dr. Rice doing everything from now on. He's speaking for Rob. He's talking to Rob. And I'm thinking he bullshit. He like, man, go check out the video. So I go check out the video. I-2 on the I-2 having a live interview with Dr. Rice. And I'm like, basically, Rob is talking to this dude now, Dr. Rice. During the conversation, Jane Doe asked, So whose idea was it to pay this 300? And Arline Jr. said, I'm gonna call him Junior. No. So when I1 called me, he said, what's the most? I said, hold on. I told I2 like shit. It'll probably be somewhere in the 300s looking at how much money this nigga got. So I went back and told I1 300. That was 2 weeks ago. The audio glitches. She never responded back. When Jane Doe asked, and now Dr. Rice is, and so that means Dr. Rice just came in play about 2 weeks ago, Junior said. Man, probably about a week ago, or where he been putting this shit in place, where he doing all the talking for him and shit, because he told me, because I talked to I4 and as well. I tried to holler at I4 about this, the money situation too, and she was like, nah, we ain't doing that. And I was like, why? And she said Dr. Rice's name too. She is on some old other shit though. So that's like when I first talked to him or her, I hollered at him or her, and I too to see where they was at with that shit. And that's when we all started talking. But she knocked it down right away. But I too was like, yeah, you probably could try to work it out. You want me to keep reading on?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
getting there. Here we go. Based on my participation in the investigation, there is probable cause to believe that in the 2 weeks between Junior first communicated with Jane Doe and suggested Kelly would pay $300,000 for her silence in the time of this June 10, 2020 telephone call. The situation may have changed, including by putting Dr. Rice as opposed to I2 in charge of the strategy for Kelly, and that Dr. Rice may be less inclined to participate in a direct payoff of Jane Doe. At 9:27 p.m., Junior called Dr. Rice and told Dr. Rice that Jane Doe wanted to have a three-way call with Junior and Dr. Rice, and Dr. Rice agreed. And the three-way call finally took place at 9:45. During that telephone conversation, Junior clarified in substance that after Jane Doe initially requested $2 million settlement, Junior contacted I2 and I3, referring to each of their first names, and they said in substance that Kelly could not afford a $2 million settlement. Junior explained that the $300,000 settlement came about when I1 called him and asked how much, and that I3 then called I2, who suggested 300. Dr. Rice then told Jane Doe that Dr. Rice would contact I2 to find out exactly what I2 meant, and mentioned that I3 had called Dr. Rice 2 weeks ago and told Dr. Rice about the situation. Following the telephone call, Junior and Dr. Rice spoke again at 10:11. And Dr. Rice suggested that Jane Doe was a loose cannon. On Friday, June 11, 2020, Junior traveled from Chicago to Houston, Texas. Wait, is it still talking about I-5? Oh, yeah. To celebrate his wife's birthday. During the trip, June 12, 11:36 p.m. At the direction of law enforcement, Jane Doe called Junior and told him, let's just go with the settlement. I don't know if Dr. Rice got back to you. Junior ended the telephone call by telling Jane Doe, let me see what's going on. I'll have an answer in the morning about the money. On June 14th, Junior called I3, but the telephone call went to voicemail. I3 twice tried to return Junior's call, but Junior did not pick up the call. On June 15th, at 10:45, Junior and I3 finally connected. During the call, I3 said, I talked to Dr. Rice. He said you would hit him up, and Junior said, oh yeah, I talked to him a little bit. Junior explained that Jane Doe wanted money to be quiet. Junior explained that Dr. Rice said it would be futile to pay her because Jane Doe probably would not end up cooperating with law enforcement at the end of the call. Junior, who was still in Houston, said that he would hit I3 when he got back to Chicago. To date, Jane Doe, wait, does it still talk about it? Nope, that's it.
Okay. There was 2 conversations with Dr. Rice, only 1 conversation with the Jane Doe. We're about to play it, guys. Here we go. Here's the first part of the conversation. Can y'all hear it?
Nope.
Okay. All right. So who am I talking to?
Okay, you hear him asking, so who am I talking to? Then Jane Doe says who they are, right?
Hold on. All of us mute our mic.
Right.
You want me to start it again? Did y'all hear it? Were y'all hearing it when I first played it?
Yeah, just go ahead and start it over.
Okay, I'm starting it over, okay? You hear them calling him, and he asks, who am I speaking to? Did y'all hear that, right? All right.
They said louder, please, because we ain't hearing nothing if you're playing it.
So who am I talking to?
Is this Dr. Rich?
Dr. Rice, yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you good.
Y'all heard that, right? Miranda? Say something.
Yes. He said, who is this? She said her name. And then she said, is this Dr. Rich? He said, no, this is Dr. Rice.
Okay. All right. I'm glad y'all here. Okay.
They said that you just got on board about a week or two ago. I don't know. And
Okay. He said that they said that you just got on board about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Did y'all hear that?
now he's not willing to give us that money because you're his new spokesperson.
Okay. That he's not willing to give this money because you're his new spokesperson. You heard that, right?
Rich just said that you have a new proposition. I just want to know what this proposition is.
Rich said that you have a new proposition. I just want to know what this proposition is. Y'all heard that? Okay.
Well, one of the things I was thinking about, I'm really not his spokesperson, though. I know.
I'm really not his spokesperson, though.
One of the things that I'm thinking is if you're trying to do something constructive more long term and shaping your image and all of that, but see,
I'm thinking of you trying to do something long term and shaping your image. Did you hear that, right?
Still a lot of caveats with that also. Because
So what happened with Nicole? Did you hear about what her...
He's just bleeping some names out. That's why he don't want the names to be put out there. So he's bleeping them out, okay?
And so, relative to books and things like that, but
you see, he's talking about books and things like that. Did you hear him say that?
Hey, after you play and you keep talking through it, at the end, can you just play it so we can just hear it all together?
Okay, sorry, okay.
in order to write a book, because I'm a counselor, I'm a licensed
In order to write a book, I am a counselor. Okay.
counselor, so I understand human behavior and character.
I understand human behavior, right? Okay.
For instance, how to appeal to people, what will appeal to people. So I know how to take your
How to appeal to people and what will appeal to people. Remember, he's talking about writing a book, right? Y'all hear that, right? Okay.
story and turn it into something that no one else has even viewed it like.
That you're asking to manage me. That's not what I'm saying. So
She said, you're asking to manage me. That's not what I'm saying. Okay, hold on.
I'm reading on 2 different pages.
When you said that physical word out of your mouth, you said, it sounds like you're trying to be a manager. And so that's why I was trying to be, yeah.
Trying was the key word.
Right.
So you want it to be. I understand what you mean.
Right, okay, gotcha. Okay.
So I'm just trying to figure out what other prepositions, because I'm not trying to do an interview, so I'm trying to...
He said she's trying to figure out what proposition you have for me, because I'm not trying to do an interview. You hear that, right? You hear what she's saying, right? Okay.
No, I don't want to do no interview. Yeah, I feel you.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel you. That wouldn't work anyway, because that's not...
What other proposition? You saying,
You hear her keep saying, what other proposition? Okay.
The only thing I heard you mention was interviews and book deals, but I'm not...
Well, no. I said
those are some ways. And I said, but what I did say was, if you're going down that road, it wouldn't make no difference for me to throw anything out there anyway, because that's the direction you're going. And so it's clear it is. So this conversation's over there. But I didn't pay it any attention because it was inconsequential to me, because nobody had came to me with anything. But I was asked my opinion by someone, and I gave it my truest opinion. And when I heard,
he's bleeping the names out.
Yeah, he's bleeping names.
And I gave him my truest opinion. And when I heard from Rich today, since it's been about 3 months, 3 or 4 months since I talked to Rich, and he came to me with this today, I was popping some things with him, and he said, man, I didn't even think about that. And so he may not have told you even all of the things. He probably told you in the way that I was going at it with Dominique, but it didn't even start that way with Dominique. When I saw her personality and I saw how the communication went, it gave me other ideas, and we were talking about a lot of different things there, and that's how my mind works.
And he's bringing to me that you now have a proposition and you're now the spokesperson and you're the one who's handling everything for Rob.
Oh, I'm not handling everything for Rob. No, that's not true. I'm not handling everything for Rob. Do I have? Okay. All right.
Y'all heard that, right? Now, does that sound like he's asking her for money? I'm going to play the other half of this. Hold on.
And I'm not trying to destroy him off of what you did or pull in. I'm trying to separate the narrative if you want to go over in another direction. But if you're going to try to get an NDA from him, go that direction. But I understand.
I'm not trying to get anything. I'm just trying to figure this out because I'm confused. Are you helping her, or are you just like a neutral party? Like,
right, exactly. I'm neutral. I'm neutral, and I see other things. And I'm not trying to destroy him off of what you did or pull in. I'm trying to separate the narrative if you want to go over in another direction. But if you're going to try to get an NDA from him, go that direction.
Did y'all hear all that? Did y'all hear that bullshit, guys? Did y'all hear it? Or should I play it from the beginning?
Yes, we want you to play it from the beginning and not talk
The
through
reason
it.
why it's muted because he has names in there. He didn't want names to be heard, you know, because
So when you hear that big space, it's because it's names that he took out. So just let it play and then you can talk out.
Okay, I'm gonna play it all again, y'all. Ready? Here we go. And no one. Oh no, Dana's out. What are you talking about? Here we go. Y'all ready?
And no one is to take this recording.
Okay. All right. So who am I talking to?
This is Ariel. This is Dr. Rich.
Dr. Rice. Yeah. Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you good.
They said that you just got on board about a week or two ago. I don't know. And now he's not willing to give a settlement because you're his new spokesperson. Rich just said that you have a new proposition. I just want to know what this proposition is.
Well, one of the things I was thinking about, I'm really not his spokesperson though. I know. One of the things that I'm thinking is if you're trying to do something constructive more long term and shaping your image and all of that, but see, there's still a lot of caveats with that also. Because
so what happened with Nicole? Did you hear about what her...
And so, relative to books and things like that, but in order to write a book, because I'm a counselor, I'm a licensed counselor, so I understand human behavior and characteristics, how to appeal to people, what will appeal to people. So I know how to take your story and turn it into something that no one else has even viewed it like.
That you're asking to manage me. That's not what I'm saying. So if you got that, then I'm reading on two different pages.
when you said that physical word out of your mouth, you said, it sounds like you're trying to be a manager. And so that's why I was trying to be, yeah. Right.
So you want it to be. I understand what you mean.
Right, okay, gotcha. Okay.
So I'm just trying to figure out what other prepositions, because I'm not trying to do an interview, so I'm trying to.
Oh, no, I don't want to do no interview. Yeah, I feel you.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel you. That wouldn't work anyway, because that's not.
What other prepositions are you saying, the only thing I heard you mention was interviews and book deals, but I'm not.
Well, no. I said those are some ways, and I said, but what I did say was, if you're going down that road, it wouldn't make no difference for me to throw anything out there anyway, because that's the direction you're going in, and so it's clear it is. So this conversation's over then.
You heard him say this conversation is over with.
I didn't pay it any attention because it was inconsequential to me, because nobody had came to me with anything. But I was asked my opinion by someone, and I gave him my truest opinion. And when I heard my truest opinion. And when I heard from Rich today, since it's been about 3 or 4 months since I talked to Rich, and he came to me with this today, I was popping some things with him, and he said, man, I didn't even think about that. And so he may not have told you even all the things. He probably told you in the way that I was going at it with Dominique, but it didn't even start that way with Dominique. When I saw her personality and I saw how the communication went, it gave me other ideas, and we were talking about a lot of different things there, and that's how my mind works.
And he's bringing to me that you now have a proposition, and you're now the spokesperson, and you're the one who's handling everything for Rob.
Oh, I'm not handling everything for Rob. No, that's not true. I'm not handling everything for Rob. Do I have?
Y'all heard it, right, guys? Y'all heard it? Okay, here's the deal. He gets a call from people who he don't know. It's like, okay, what the hell's going on? I need to protect myself. Let me start recording. Thank God that he started recording. Thank God he started recording, y'all.
Because he wouldn't even be able to back up his side.
Exactly.
And if you read this, you didn't hear anything about her saying, I heard you got a proposition. He didn't even have no proposition. He's like, what? What are you talking about? I'm talking about writing books and doing interviews. Like he did an interview with Dominique and, all the other guys. The setup, y'all.
Yep.
I got the paperwork. We just read it, Peggy. We just read the paperwork. The setup is real, guys. The setup is freaking real. The setup is real. They try to drag Dr. Bryce into this mess.
Dr. Rice basically at the end said, oh, no, this conversation's over.
Yeah, because they were talking about some NDA, doing something. And he was like, whoa. Why would he want to write NDA, do an NDA? All these other people already paid off that was giving money, and they still talking. Why would he even give NDA? You didn't hear that part, but I did hear that part. But because there was some names put in there, and he can't release the name. So
right.
Guys,
Wow.
They called him, trying to put him in the bull crap. You see how this is happening, y'all? This setup is real, guys.
Wow.
Yo, that right there, yo. You know what? Shout out to Dr. Rice for recording, because if he didn't record, there would be no side. It would be a one-sided conversation.
Yeah.
Mama Mary, hi everybody. Hey. And thank God I developed a relationship with Dr. Rice. And when I saw that, and then, because what happened is when him and I had a conversation the day before, he made a comment about that she's a loose cannon. And so when I saw that in there, I was like, that sounds like Dr. Rice. Whoa.
Hey, Mama
and if you notice, she kept steering away from interviews and books and was going to more of well, what proposition do you have for me? As if she was trying to guide him to say something other than what he was saying about interviews and books.
Because that's all she wanted him to say, so the feds would have Dr. Rice by him saying a proposition. He's like, no, are we talking about book deal? She trying to guide him into saying what the feds want her to say.
Something totally different, but you can tell the conversation he was expecting was talking about interviews and book deals. That's what it sounded like to me.
This case is crazy. And
Junior, he is in one party state, meaning that if he's part of the conversation, he can record it. He can record it.
Let me tell you when these conversations happen. Let me look at the date on here. The date is June 15th. Well, actually, a couple days. Like it happened a few days, but yeah, June 15th for the most part. No, actually, hold on. Never mind, I take that back. It happened on June. Yeah, I think June 15th. I want to say it.
Damn, Sylvia, all this was happening when we was getting ready for our trip.
Yeah, no, we was on our trip, wasn't it? We
was on our trip at the end of the month.
Yeah, come in the month.
Hey, sunshine.
Happy birthday, sunshine.
Shake that booty.
But that, guys, so I'm going to replay it again so you guys can hear. Those who are just coming in, so you guys can hear. Guys, nobody has permission to take any of this recording off this page. If you need permission, you need to contact me, email me, and I will give you permission that way. It has to be in writing because Dr. Rice doesn't want everybody to have it. He's the one who he provided me this. So we're gonna play this. He removed names of individuals as part of this, so he didn't want individuals' name, but he put the part what he was talking about, what they, it seemed like they were trying to entrap Dr. Rice. He had no part of this. He was talking about book deals because they contacted him because he dealt with human behavior and things like that. Because since she told him that she was going to be a spokesperson for people who has been sexually abused and things like that, so he was coming and giving her some advice. But then she came with this word proposition. What proposition you have? What proposition? He was like, what is she talking about? And so he made a comment to me. He's like, I was talking about China. She's talking about something in Italy. And we're like, it was not coming to any common grounds of, he didn't understand what the conversation was about. So thank God he recorded it. Exactly, Tanya. He did not fall for the bullshit. Exactly, Stephanie, for the love of money. And I know they're in here watching.
Yes.
Dr. Rice.
All right, give us about 20 more likes and she'll play it.
Yeah, give me 20 more likes. 20 more likes and I'll play.
In the bush. If you're in the bush, you can't take this shit. Don't record it.
Hey, keep putting that in there. We'll keep putting that in the chat.
Okay? Oh, we know you're all in the bush.
Don. Yeah, Don, you can call in. Hold on, Con. Put the phone number in there. 470-444-1957.
But you want to play it first and then want to play it one more time? Hold the call.
And do not try to record this shit. I know you're in the bushes.
But they're going to record it anyways. They just, if they see it laying around, you just.
Well, trust me, you guys, you're going to get strike. Because Dr. Rice does not.
Dr. Rice don't play. I'm letting y'all know now.
Dr. Rice does not play. You
literally have to get his permission to even use any of his stuff.
Yeah. Before I even got the call in, he
What's up, Remy?
But thank God that this man was smart enough to record this conversation. All of a sudden, they called him. You hear him say, "Who is this?" They called him. They had him on a three-way call. Okay.
All right.
Here we go.
How many likes we got right now?
I don't know.
69.
How many?
69. We need 5 more.
69 likes. Oh no.
69.
Now you gotta get them likes up, y'all. Y'all get them likes up.
152. Y'all sitting here sucking up my information, and then you don't want to put a like in there? Oh, hell no.
Just dip out for a second, come back.
Okay, and then you know what? I'm gonna delete this live too if y'all want.
You didn't miss anything, Faces. We're about to replay the video. We need to get the likes up, and we're gonna replay the audio. Sylvia can give y'all the rundown again. Oh, she's on the phone.
Yeah. We got 100. What is that? We have 148 likes. How many likes do we have?
No, we got 148 people in
What
the
is
chat.
Miss Dixon talking about?
Miss Dixon, get off that lollipop.
Okay, y'all don't want to list. Y'all don't want to like it, then I'm not gonna share it.
We got 73 likes.
Y'all need to get those likes up. Get the likes
Get them likes up, y'all. Get those likes up.
Because I'm gonna be selfish. Y'all want to be selfish?
This is about the paperwork that just came out. What was it, yesterday?
Yeah, this is in regards to the indictment, and then number
Just
5.
a small portion of it.
I-5 is Dr. Rice. I-5 is mostly Dr. Rice, and him and I talked this morning, and he let me listen to the whole recording. The recording was about, 20 minutes? But he's only taking a clip of it so you guys can hear what was actually talking. Yeah,
There we go. We at 75. Let's go.
What we got, 75?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they
Brenda,
decided.
look at your phone.
Huh?
Look at your phone.
I ain't looking at it.
No, I said look at it.
Wait, okay.
You do not have somebody want the code?
What code?
Wait. What?
All right,
Really?
Sylvia, we got to know. It's 80.
I didn't get nothing. Oh, yes, it is.
You got 146 people and it's 100. No, I want 100. And I'm not going to play it unless I get 100.
Oh, shoot. Y'all better dip out and come back.
Y'all better go out, come back, and hit the like if you want to. Thank you, Karen. Thank you. They want
And y'all, this is just showing everybody how if you get one side of things, how you can take it and run with it and run your own narrative instead of hearing the other side of the conversation.
Exactly.
Like I can say, oh, this is what happened in the conversation, but that's not really what happened until you actually hear it for yourself.
Exactly.
But keep that, they were barking up the wrong tree, messing with Dr. Rice. That's right. Dr. Rice don't play. The wrong person. They were wrong person to do that to. Okay, y'all still want to play with me with the likes? I'm not gonna play it.
Oh,
What's the likes at? What's the likes at?
We need 14 more. Come on, 14 people. Hey, my ladies. Hey, ladies. Hit the button 14 times.
I said my main concern, she kept addressing the fact that what type of deal or what type of money.
Yeah. She's trying to get him to say so he can have a charge.
Right.
Not once did he say, I'm gonna give you certain. No,
It was it, and he never said nothing about I'm gonna pay you all, nothing.
And then she's gonna say, I thought you was managing him. I mean, or the spokesperson for him.
He's like, no.
I'm not the spokesperson for no Robert.
No.
How many likes we got now, y'all?
88. I need 12 more. Let's go, people.
Get the likes up. If we don't get the likes,
I need 12 more.
you don't know how to count. It's 100. Do you know?
I got 88. I need 12 more.
Okay.
I'm not counting. I know that much. There's 2 things I know. I know counting and I know coochie.
How many we have now, y'all? How many we have? How many likes we have?
Exclusive. Only on the infamous Sylvia's channel. Exclusive.
Nobody else.
Mind blowing.
We got this for y'all. And
wow.
I need 9 more. Come on, 9 more people.
9 more, guys. 9 more likes. Go out and come back in and hit the like button, please.
Gucci, did you hit the like button?
I hit that shit twice on both computers.
I didn't hit the like button for myself. Hold on.
Hey, Rhonda, I'm on this computer and I'm on that one.
Let me hit the likes for myself. Hold on.
Yeah, let's go.
I need 7 more.
Hold on. Let me hit the like button. Hold on.
Hold on, let me go on my phone.
I think I already hit the like button on both sides.
Oh, so they got the nerve to give me 10 dislikes. They got their ass up in here.
Yeah.
Really?
We don't care about them dislikes. We know we got the exclusive.
Right.
Janetta, if it was the conversation with Dr. Rice is not, I don't think he has a reason to lie. They didn't talk about, no, there was no conversation. That was the first conversation. Did you hear that? And then according to the document, there was only one conversation. Read the document. You see it says only one conversation.
Only one conversation.
With Dr. Rice.
Yes. Yep.
Four more.
With her. There was no other conversation.
6 more.
Because one conversation doesn't discuss a payoff. But there was no conversation with Dr. Rice about any money.
So
okay, Dom. Okay, you can call in while we waiting to get these lights up. Go ahead, Dom. Go ahead, Nakia.
No,
hold on, Nakia was talking, Gucci. Go ahead, Nakia.
No, I was saying, so it seems like she's in with all the other people as well.
Sounds like it to me.
Wow.
But Vanetta, in the document, it says that there was only one conversation. Even the one that was doing the investigation said there was only one conversation between the the victim 5 and also individual 5. So we're talking about Dr. Rice part because according to the thing, it says Dr. Rice was part of the whatever payoff thing, whatever. He's just clarifying his part. And his part would seem like it was sort of some sort of entrapment right there.
Right. I think all in all, he's really just trying to clear his name, that he was not trying to give anybody any type of payoff or even address anything dealing with payoff. It was more of, I'm a licensed counselor. I know how I can get you, interviews and how you can get with your crowd and all that. Book deals.
Somebody keep taking their likes or dislikes.
That's okay, then we just don't play it. Let Don.
Come on, Don, call in.
96.
They could take their likes off. They could get off this live too.
Because it was at 10 and they took it from over. We need
Petty Queen of Petty.
Look, I could be petty too. Y'all could bye.
All the motherfuckers that's in the bush. Y'all need to get your ass out of here anyway.
Bye.
Well, nobody can stand y'all ass.
Bye. In fact, let me let
one more. Sylvia, get ready. I'll tell you.
Hello? We here.
Okay. This is Dom. My bad. Washing my car. But what I was trying to say was, I personally think obviously it's a setup, but you got to really think. Okay, so if Rice was the only one who did the interview with Keith, right? And Keith is Rob's best friend. He's quiet. He's not talking to people, right? If Rice is the only one who did the interview, right? And he said in the interview, we've been talking or whatever, we're cool, whatever. So that was the Fed's trap to try to get Rice to see if him and Keith were working together to try to, because obviously Keith couldn't just go to someone, hey, I'm going to pay you off. I can pay you off. You know what I mean? Because that would just be too, direct. So they're trying to use him as a middleman.
Right. Yep.
Use Dr. Rice as the middleman to bait. Obviously, they were trying to bait him. You know what I mean? And so that's what I think they were trying to do. And obviously, he's not going for that. He's not stupid. And that's why I like, obviously about him. He don't just react and do. He actually stops and thinks before he does things. You know what I mean? Because some people probably would have just oh yeah, blah blah blah, just ran their mouth or whatever, and not even necessarily, even if they didn't even offer the money. But if you're going against the Fed, their word is probably more credible than yours. You know what I mean? If you're just going by word of mouth. You know what I mean? And so thankfully he recorded himself. Otherwise, he probably would have been screwed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
So that was my perspective on it. I personally think that they tried to use him as bait to see because obviously if Keith is in, speaking with R. Kelly or whatever, that would be, he would direct the message to, his close friend or whatever to, let's try to offer, these victims money or whatever. You know what I mean? And obviously that wasn't the case. So, and that just goes to show you that they're trying to add any and every little thing to make something stick and to make this case look crazier. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So obviously the other situations, I don't know. I don't know what, with the other two people or complaints or whatever you want to call it. Because that's usually what happens. It's a complaint first so they can lock you up. And then that's when they drop the indictment. You know what I mean? With all of the charges. So, yeah, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
And what's even funnier to me is when you really listen to the phone call, right? I don't know if people really were paying attention. They were kind of, people were listening. But if you really listen, she continuously goes back to, I'm not going to say her name, but she continuously goes back to, what was the other proposition?
Yep, exactly.
So she's fishing for him to say, well, hey, I can offer you, a couple $100,000 or $500,000 or whatever the case is. So that's like, if you, and that's kind of what I say about, some people when they interview someone, and I kind of feel that way about Yael King, is when you interview someone, right, you're basically feeding them the answers or questions. You know what I mean? You're not just asking a simple question. You're like putting the question on them. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what she was doing. She was kind of like forcing him. You know what I mean? It wasn't like, well, she didn't say at one time, like, whatever, well, what did you have in mind? And let him elaborate what he had in mind. You see what I'm saying? She brought up the whole, what's your proposition?
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So she's waiting for him to say something about money. And he's like, but whatever, I'm a behavioral counselor and whatever, whatever. But I just think that's funny that, you could tell that's it said a law enforcement, guided call or whatever you want to call it. That was clear to me. It's clear as day. You know what I mean? That that phone call was recorded and she wanted him to say something about money, period. So I don't know, but hopefully, everything works out or whatever, but this is it's getting crazy.
Very crazy.
It is. It's getting crazy. It's getting foolishness minute by minute. And it's like this case, they really don't have a case. If you're going through all this measure trying to entrap somebody, that means your case is really not that strong. Right.
Because if you think about it, right, I watch a lot of crime. That's like my favorite type of stuff, like crime shows and, murder mysteries and all that type of stuff. They usually, obviously they have to gather a lot of evidence and whatnot, but usually they take you to trial, and you're pretty much charged. I would say even within a year. You know what I mean? At least within a year. He's been in jail for over a year, but you would think by now if they had if they had it slammed, like they had the case for sure, guaranteed, he would have been charged and convicted by now. You know what I mean? At least in one of the cases, they got 100 cases on him. You know what I mean? You would think at least one of them but that just goes to show me that they don't have the concrete evidence. You know what I mean? And for little things like, he flew me out and all this, all this extra. I went to his concert. Like anybody could have paid for your ticket. You know what I mean? That's what's crazy to me. Yeah. So it's crazy. I always say, I think it's smoke and mirrors, and I don't think they're gonna be found. I think he's gonna be found not guilty because they're just not like, you know what I mean? I don't think that they have enough to prove that he did these crimes. You know what I mean? So that's all I wanted to say.
Thank you, Dom.
Sylvia.
You guys have a good one.
Okay, you
All
too.
right, so
John Russell just got a $75,000 bond.
So that's why he got paid $7,000 then, right?
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Well, we know he got it from all them damn Google Hangouts he was doing.
Oh, no, you did. No, you
hey,
did.
go play the video one more time. Play the audio one more time so they can listen.
Okay, I'm going to play the audio. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. We had to break your leg and twist your arm and all that stuff, but thank you.
Well, Don is about to work with the feds more now.
Gucci, stop throwing out stuff you don't know for a fact.
Oh, please, I know that. He working. Ain't no something point out.
That is Gucci's opinion. Okay.
That's not the opinion of this group. I mean,
Okay. Well, my opinion is he got mail, he using the mail and the internet. That's automatically 30 years when you use the mail and the internet to commit a crime. He is going to be singing like a fucking canary.
Is that what they do?
And why you think he got a $75,000 bond? So he can make it and come out and work.
Dude, stop.
No, I ain't gonna.
You're not giving an opinion here.
It's my opinion.
Okay.
Opinion is like an asshole. Everybody got one.
You cannot give an opinion.
I'm just messing with him. I'm just messing with him because, you know, he want to run his mouth.
Right.
Because that shit just make me mad.
At first.
It just make me mad. They give that bitch a $75,000 bond.
Mind you, man, oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Let me be that paying for myself. Oh, get that with myself, Gucci. Let me drink my water. Go ahead, play the audio.
All right, guys, we're going to play the audio, okay?
Mute, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, guys, the blank space, the muting part is just him removing names. He doesn't want names to be heard in this, okay? Huh? Not trying to disrespect your life. She did not call them. They called her. No, Dr. Rice did not call anybody.
That's not what it says in the paperwork.
That paperwork said they called Dr. Rice.
Yes, correct.
So, guys,
on a three-way call.
They called him. The only person we did right now is giving Dr. Rice side of this. Nobody else. Just Dr. Rice.
Because the sign already came out in the paperwork. So we're giving.
Go ahead, man.
No, I was just saying we're giving his side. He has a recording. He's allowing her to play the recording. And that's what we're doing. We're just letting him speak.
This is Dr. Rice's side. We don't know all the other people. We don't know nothing about them at all. We're giving you Dr. Rice's side of it, okay? Just Dr. Rice, not anybody else. All right? Okay. I know you guys getting offended and all that, and everybody stuck to one opinion, whatever. Well, I'm just giving you facts. Here's the facts. What was done in the phone conversation, okay? Names are being omitted. That's the only part that's different in this whole thing. So I guarantee you, if they ask him a question, he can present the whole recording on from his side, okay? And he is in a one-party state, meaning that if he's part of a conversation, he can record it, okay? All right, Nettie.
Okay, all right. So who am I talking to?
Is this Dr. Rich?
Dr. Rice, yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you good.
They said that you just got on board about a week or two ago. I don't know. And now he's not willing to give a settlement because you're his new spokesperson. she just said that you have a new proposition. I just want to know what this proposition is.
Well, one of the things I was thinking about, I'm really not his spokesperson though. I know. And one of the things that I'm thinking is if you're trying to do something constructive more long term and shaping your image and all of that, but see, there's still a lot of caveats with that also. Because
so what happened with Nicole? Did you hear about what her?
And so, relative to books and things like that, but in order to write a book, because I'm a counselor, I'm a licensed counselor, so I understand human behavior and characteristics, how to appeal to people, what will appeal to people. So I know how to take your story and turn it into something that no one else has even viewed it like.
That you're asking to manage me, that's not what I'm saying. So if you got that, then nothing. I'm really on two different pages.
When you said that physical word out of your mouth, you said, it sounds like you're trying to be a manager. And so that's why I was trying to be. Yeah.
Trying was the key word.
Right.
That you want it to be. I understand what you mean.
Right. Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
So I'm just trying to figure out what other prepositions, because I'm not trying to do an interview, so I'm trying to...
Oh, no, I don't want to do no interview. Yeah, I feel you.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel you. That wouldn't work anyway, because that's not...
What other prepositions? They saying, the only thing I heard you mention was interviews and book deals, but I'm not...
Well, no, I said those are some ways. And I said, but what I did say was if you going down that road, it wouldn't make no difference for me to throw anything out there anyway, because that's the direction you're going. And so it's clear it is. So this conversation's over there. But I didn't pay it any attention because it was inconsequential to me, because nobody had came to me with anything. But I was asked my opinion by someone, and I gave them my truest opinion. And when I heard... And I gave him my truest opinion. And when I heard from Rich today, since it's been about 3 or 4 months since I talked to Rich, and he came to me with this today, I was popping some things with him, and he said, man, I didn't even think about that. And so he may not have told you even all of the things. He probably told you in the way that I was going at it with Dominique, but it didn't even start that way with Dominique. When I saw her personality and I saw how the communication went, it gave me other ideas, and we were talking about a lot of different things there. And that's how my mind works.
And he's bringing to me that you now have a proposition and you're now the spokesperson and you're the one who's handling everything for Rob.
Oh, I'm not handling everything for Rob. No, that's not true. I'm not handling everything for Rob. Do I have... And I'm not trying to destroy him off of what you did or pull in. I'm trying to separate the narrative if you want to go over in another direction. But if you're going to try to get an NDA from him, go that direction. But I understand.
I'm not trying to get anything. I'm just trying to figure this out so that I'm confused. Are you helping Rob, or are you just like a neutral party?
Right, exactly. I'm neutral. I'm neutral, and I see other things. And I'm not trying to destroy him off of what you did or pull in. I'm trying to separate the narrative if you want to go over in another direction. But if you're going to try to get an NDA from him, go that direction. But I understand.
I'm not trying to get anything. I'm just trying to figure this out so that I'm confused. Are you helping Rob, or are you just like a neutral party?
Right, exactly. I'm neutral, and I see other things.
Okay, guys, y'all heard it, right? Gucci, y'all heard it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think it's a good thing Dr. Rice recorded this, because otherwise they would have put him in this indictment and said he said this, he said that, because she didn't care nothing about nothing else but what about this proposition?
I heard there's a proposition. I heard that
Like Angie said,
That's all
she was, it's called leading questions. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get the person, you're leading them to get them to say something that you think they're going to say, but you can clearly see in this conversation, he didn't know what she wanted him to say. He's like, what proposition?
And then
Right.
she even said something about being a manager. He's like, I'm not trying to be manager to anybody. She says, no. I said, try.
Mm-mm.
So guys, this whole thing is a mess.
And I believe it's going to get messier.
Yep.
Hey, you remember?
Yeah, they said the closer you get, the more crazier it's gonna get.
It's going to get messier like Young and the Restless.
Like everyone said, it's good that Dr. Rice is a very smart person. That you get a call out the blue, and you immediately think, you know what? I ain't liking this vibe. Let me record it.
Right.
Because again, like I said, had he not recorded that conversation, we wouldn't even be sitting here right now. We would be reading what's on this paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
Tanya, you asked a question why I think his bond so low, so they can let him out to let him go to work.
He's so silly.
No, Sylvia, I got too many cousins in the faith, and that's what they do.
No, I was laughing at you. I didn't say anything because I don't know nothing about the feds. I was just laughing the way.
Yeah, because for them to even waste time to put him in this, and then they put him that he used the mail. If you look up a mail crime, when you use the mail to commit a crime, it's automatically 20 years he carried. Then the internet carried 30. So all these charges carry a lot of time, and he got a $75,000 bond. That means he's getting ready to be the Fed's bitch. So, but I'm glad over here we don't talk to those kind of people.
Angie, if you look in the paperwork, they named him in the paperwork. They didn't name him, but when you see something in the paperwork and you know you said a certain thing, you know that's you.
Like they said that this person did interview with Rob's best friend. We all been on YouTube. We know who did interview with Rob's best friend. Only one person, because he didn't give the interview to anybody else.
Right.
So we figured it out, you know. Yeah, that's the other thing. They said that Dr. Rice offered her money for you heard the conversation.
Mm-hmm. Unbelievable.
This is like a soap opera.
Yeah, as the world turns.
Yeah.
In the YouTube streets.
Yeah, as the world turns in the YouTube street.
Oh man, y'all.
Said he thinks there's more arrests coming.
Yes, it's a lot more. I believe so.
Well, I hope it benefits.
Right.
Robert. You know what I'm saying?
Well, one thing we can say, this one benefits Rob a little because in the paperwork, the Fed said there is no connection with any of these phone numbers talking to Rob.
Oh man, if there was no YouTube, y'all, oh Lord, we wouldn't even know half the stuff we know, y'all.
So,
right.
Because y'all, I saw somebody say, "Oh, Dr. Rice is part of this." I'm like, wait, that's not my Dr. Rice. But you know what I'm saying? You know how some people, like, their character doesn't seem like they would be part of this craziness, right? Yeah. I mean, he talks about writing books. He always tells me about me writing my story and stuff.
And he even talks to you about doing different strategies on how to get your channel up, get it better, get it this way, find a different crowd, do this with a different crowd.
He's what you call someone like a he counsels. He's like a counsel. He counsels you on different ideas of ways to improve your appearance and your, you know what I'm saying? Like if you have a business, he helps you to learn how to grow your business, how to market yourself. That's what he's good for. And he tells you about, write a book. Most people, if they have a story to tell, write a book. He told Dominique about writing a book. He told this person about writing a book. That's what he's all about. He'll tell you.
And if you listen to that recording, he brought Dominique's name up in there about what he told her. He talked to her. He did the interview.
And that's basically it, you know. Because now it's like you can't believe everything you read because it's like they're just throwing everything in there.
Hey, Angie, he was named as I-5 in the paperwork. When he read the paperwork, he identified himself as that person.
Yeah, he identified because, and in the comment he made to me, I figured it was like, oh, that's Dr. Rice. I was like, okay.
Right.
Because Angie, he's the only one that actually did an interview. Oh, it says, I'm not a fan of his, but I don't see him being caught up in this. Yeah, exactly, Angie.
What's up?
Yep. That's what Randa had said to me, too, about this.
I don't know what he said. Oh,
sure did.
Let me mute this dude.
No, I'm doing
all the time.
I had to mute him, y'all. But that's what it is, you know, and say, hey, yeah, I heard that, didn't believe that Dr. Rice. Yeah, and then I kept seeing people just starting putting his name in there. It's like, okay,
and
y'all.
You know what happens with that, Sylvia, right? Those narratives start coming.
Right.
Then you dragging a man who absolutely had nothing to do with anything.
But they came to him because they saw him interviewing Keith. They think, hey.
No. They came to him because in here, what they said is he was the one that was going to be in charge of the strategy for Kelly.
Okay.
And that's why he kept saying, hold on. I'm not the spokesperson.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he never met Rob.
Mm-mm-mm. Tell you. Things people do for money, I swear.
Now, and from the paperwork, Richard Arline Jr., they put his Instagram information on here, who he is on Instagram, because that's how he contacted her at first. That is not, that in this document, it says he supposedly, was it the cousin?
No, that's the other one. That's the Michael one. The Michael one is the cousin. Oh, that he's R. Kelly's cousin?
Yes.
Yeah, he's not even related to him. No, J-Rock, I didn't see Prima Donna's breakdown of the arrest. I didn't see it.
It's crazy.
What are you laughing for?
No, I just got a text that asked me why I didn't tell him that I was live. I put a message out. Folks, if y'all subscribed, y'all would have known.
Who what? They didn't know you was live. Maybe they didn't get a notification.
Yeah.
Yeah, Angie, I got you. Let me see. Yeah, it says right here, Instagram account, rich_dollars_ with the vanity name Hood Rich. That is who Richard Arline Jr. is. And that is how he got in contact with her.
And guess we got a lot more people coming.
And right here it says Jane Doe thereafter continued to communicate with I-1 regarding the subject matter of cousin Rich and payment to Rob via text messages using iMessage. So that's who that person is.
Guys, all we doing is providing information. We do not know nothing.
We don't know. Nah, which one is that? Is not Jet Fly.
No, totally different person. No,
Yeah, totally different person.
no, that's not the same person. Totally different. Remember, Jet Fly was in on my live. Y'all see what he looked like.
But
Right.
he surely disappeared.
If y'all go back and just go and see, y'all see what Jet Fly looked like.
Right, Vanetta. I don't see in any of these paperwork if it gives a Jet Fly on any of this stuff. Because if they gave an Instagram name for this guy, I would think that, because they said one person was using his YouTube, they gave his YouTube. So I don't know. I don't know if that's the same.
No, no. And then we saw Jet Fly. You know what he looked like. And the person that's on that
No, I'm talking about for the other guy. They said Michael. Dom K said Jet Fly Leaks is the Michael guy, I think.
No, he's not.
I did not see it in the paperwork.
No. And that person's from Georgia. Jet
Right.
Fly was from Texas, I think, right?
That's what he said. I don't know.
That's what he said. We don't know.
That's what he said. He could be in Texas. Because he did say he was in Texas one time. Said, if Dana come down in Texas, he got you, Kevin. If he come down here, we got him.
Yeah, that's true.
Wait, oh no. Okay. He's Jane Doe calling people. Then they wanna say people. Right, Dom. They'll release more information. We'll definitely get more information. It'll come. You know it will.
Hey, Dimples, baby.
So guys, it's thank you. If you guys want to ask any question, want to go, you can call in.
Hey, play the commercial while you're waiting.
I played the commercial already.
Hey, don't talk back.
She can play it at the end.
No.
At the end.
Yeah, we played it at the beginning, and she can play it at the end when we leave out.
You need to put your cash app. You need to be putting your cash app.
So why is she looking down? She can do a commercial break. I'm giving her a break.
Your cash app.
What's my cash? Oh.
He said, "What is it?"
Put your cash app in. Put your
Hey, Dimple, what do you mean don't talk to you? This a woman. You're not going nowhere till I tell you you're going. You're mine.
You heard what she said. Don't talk to. Thank you, Will, for putting the phone number in. Thanks, Will. So guys, we're here just to provide information. Basically, I had questions. I contact Dr. Rice, and he just explained to me what
We
happened.
were able to provide you with his version of the conversation that took place, which was not what is all in this document. And this is going to stay up, right?
Yeah, it's gonna stay up. Who just asked? Somebody asked?
But you cannot use this video without the permission of Sylvia and Dr. Rice.
Yeah. Yep, that is what it is.
All right. Anybody want to call in?
Anybody want to call in? Call in. Call in. All those who wants to hear it again, let me know if you guys heard it, and I can play it again if you like me to.
If you would like to hear the recording again, press 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat.
Why did he got to put all of that, and then he put the on the side?
Because he wants you to play that. He wants you to play that thing so bad.
Look at him. He got commas, 2 commas.
Look at it. Yeah. You know Gucci. Look at that. I don't know what Gucci be doing sometimes. All right, they putting the 1s in there.
Okay, y'all want to hear it again? Okay, Carl Lewis. Okay, EJ. Okay, Georgia girl, I'll play it again for you guys. And don't forget, tomorrow is R. Kelly versus R. Kelly.
Kells versus R. Kelly versus battle. Thanks, Dom.
What are we doing tomorrow for? Explain it. We're having a fundraiser tomorrow to raise for the Billboard newspaper and commercial. So we're having an R. Kelly versus R. Kelly.
Okay.
What's up, Tune?
Tune, don't hate, dude. Look at him. Tune, stop.
What Tune doing?
I said, y'all want to hear it again, put 1, and he put a 2. Tune is so ugly. You need to behave.
Yo, Tune came out the bushes just to do that, Sylvia.
Look, remember, don't start because you might cut your finger again. Here we go. We'll play it again, guys. Here we go. This is Dr. Rice conversation.
Thank you, Don K.
Mute, Gucci.
Oh, it's always Gucci.
Okay, all right. So who am I talking to?
This is Andrea. Is this Dr. Rich?
Dr. Rice, yeah. Yeah.
Dr. Rice.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you good.
He's muting between so you don't hear names.
They said that you just got on board about a week or 2 ago, I don't know, and now he's not willing to give a settlement because you're his new spokesperson. Rich just said that you have a new proposition. I just want to know what this proposition is.
Well, one of the things I was thinking about, I'm really not his spokesperson though. I know. And one of the things that I'm thinking is if you're trying to do something constructive more long term and shaping your image and all of that, but see, there's still a lot of caveats with that also.
So what happened with Nicole? Did you hear about what her...
And so, relative to books and things like that, but in order to write a book, because I'm a counselor, I'm a licensed counselor, so I understand human behavior and characteristics, how to appeal to people, what will appeal to people. So I know how to take your story and turn it into something that no one else has even viewed it like.
That you're asking to manage me. That's not what I'm saying. So if you got that, then not then I'm going on 2 different pages.
When you said that physical word out of your mouth, you said, it sounds like you're trying to be a manager. And so that's why I was trying to be, yeah.
Trying was the key word.
Right.
That you want it to be. I understand what you mean.
Right, okay, gotcha. Okay.
So I'm just trying to figure out what other propositions, because I'm not trying to do an interview, so I'm trying to...
Oh, no, I don't want to do no interview. Yeah, I feel you.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel you. That wouldn't work anyway, because that's not...
What other propositions are you saying, the only thing I heard you mention was interviews and book deals, but I'm not...
Well, no, I said those are some ways, and I said, but what I did say was if you're going down that road, it wouldn't make no difference for me to throw anything out there anyway, because that's the direction you're going in, and so it's clear it is, so this conversation's over there. But I didn't pay it any attention because it was inconsequential to me because nobody had came to me with anything. But I was asked my opinion by someone, and I gave them my truest opinion. And when I heard my truest opinion. And when I heard from Rich today, since it's been about 3 or 4 months since I talked to Rich, and he came to me with this today, I was popping some things with him, and he said, man, I didn't even think about that. And so he may not have told you even all of the things. He probably told you in the way that I was going at it with Dominique, but it didn't even start that way with Dominique. When I saw her personality and I saw how the communication went, he gave me other ideas, and we were talking about a lot of different things there, and that's how my mind works.
And he's bringing to me that you now have a opposition, and you're now the spokesperson, and you're the one who's handling everything for Rob.
Oh, I'm not handling everything for Rob. No, that's not true. I'm not handling everything for Rob. Do I have?
Okay. Did you see? He said that they contacted him and he was giving his opinion. They asked him about his opinion. Did y'all hear that?
Yep, sure did.
I'm not trying to destroy him off of what you did or pull it. I'm trying to separate the narrative if you want to go over in another direction. But if you're going to try to get an NDA from him, go that direction. But I understand.
I'm not trying to get anything. I'm just trying to figure this out. So I'm confused. Are you helping Rob, or are you just like a neutral party?
Right, exactly. I'm neutral. I'm neutral, and I see other things.
Okay, you heard that, right? He said, I'm neutral. I'm neutral.
Hey, Dallas.
Hey. Y'all see her, right? Sorry, I look a mess.
Dallas, where's my stuff?
Can I get his number really quick?
Oh, now she trying to put me involved in it. Like, can I get it real quick?
Hey, Mommy, give Dallas the number right now.
Yeah, I'm texting it to her right now. For how much? What is wrong with you? No, what? Hold on, y'all. I got to mute for a second. You know how Dallas is. Hold on.
Hey, Rhonda, talk, Rhonda.
Go ahead, Gucci. Talk about your rally. Now you got a
commercial. When we play the commercial.
Yeah.
Thank you. Commercial break.
We'll be back after these messages
from Sylvia. What this is? Damn, I gotta go pay bills. I'm tired of paying bills.
I'm broke now. Bills. Dallas, that's why she broke now. Bills.
Real. I just went to the damn bank. Shit.
I know, y'all. I know.
My account is so sad right now.
Look at Gucci.
Shit. Look, no.
Exactly, Jay. Exactly, Jay. Right. Like what it is she was leading them questions and she thought a conversation was going to take place. This is my opinion. And the conversation she thought was going to take place didn't take place.
And Dr. Wright said this conversation is over. If we talk about NDAs and
like, no. You can hear him say that loud and clear.
He said this conversation.
Why is that not in the paperwork?
Yeah.
I'm gonna play this.
They're gonna have a field day with that one.
The thing is, they thought she was gonna be able to sucker him into saying, yeah, we talk about giving you some money and all that.
Okay.
Greed, lies, and an untruth TV series. Little Woman Love. September 28th at 4 p.m. in downtown Brooklyn, New York at the Fort Greene Park. It's the March for Justice and Equal Rights. It's the March for R. Kelly. We are asking Brooklyn, Queens, Bronx, and the whole tri-state to come show your support and march with us for justice. It could be you or your family member next. September 28th at 4 p.m. The March for Justice for R. Kelly at Fort Greene Park, Brooklyn, New York.
Yay.
Good job, Gucci.
Yes, people. Tomorrow night we will be having a what we call it beside R. Kelly, a marathon. We're gonna play music, try to raise some more commercial money because in New York, every commercial is so damn expensive. For a 30-second commercial on Power 105.1, which is the top station, for a 30-second commercial is $610 for 30 seconds. So we're gonna raise some money and do a lot of radio, TV, and billboard. So we're asking everybody tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern time. If you're in the Central, it's 7 to come on Sylvia Live tomorrow. Listen to all the R. Kelly song. Bring your own liquor, party, whatever you want to do. And we're gonna have the cash app. We're gonna ask you, and I promise, 100% will go to billboard, radio, TV, and the newspaper. We're going to put it in the New York Post, a full page article, not a little paragraph, not that, a full page. So we're going to do this the right way so that people can get the message, And if a lot of you don't want to read about the case, you can go to rkinnocent.com. You can see a lot of the facts right now. But tomorrow night, let's party. And we're going to ask, people just, make a donation tomorrow. We're going to try to raise as much money as we can because I want to start all the advertisement August 24th. I want to start everything. TV, radio, bam. All right? So we ask everybody, let's do. Sylvia, go ahead.
Look, he said he's getting drunk tomorrow. Please don't fall. Don't hit your head.
No, not you. Hey, Aaron, do not drink no 1800. You can't handle it, baby. You need to go drink some Ciroc. Ciroc vodka is weak as hell. Don't do the 1800. Ciroc. I don't want you to drop on your face. Because if you drop on your face, I'm going to take a picture of it and I'm going to post it.
Aaron, please don't hit your head because I don't want to see that. I don't want to see any blood at all. But guys,
and I'm thanking everybody that thanking me in the chat. I'm trying my best. I'm doing this for Rob, not for nobody to notice me. I don't care about all that. I care about a guy that I know and I've never seen the person that they saying he is. That's all I'm saying. So anything I can do, I'm going to do it to let people be aware of all the misjustice, just everything. So just continue to help, support, and we go from there. Rhonda want to say something.
Let me read this one part, Sylvia. I should have read this part earlier. During the conversation, Dr. Rice mentioned that Jane Doe might be in cahoots with the FBI. I didn't hear that.
Read it.
Did you hear that? And questioned whether a financial settlement with Jane Doe for her silence would even help Kelly at this point, explaining that several of the victims named in the indictment against Kelly had previously received settlements from Kelly and suggesting that Jane Doe could not damage Kelly too much.
There is a part that he did not play because it had the people in it. So it might have been something in that part.
That was prior to that one?
Huh?
That was prior to that one?
Yeah, but it wasn't like that. He just basically said that with all the NDAs that had been paid out or something like that, to the effect that it wouldn't make any difference. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. But he never, ever, ever, not in that whole conversation, what I heard, he never mentioned anything about money being paid to them.
Gotcha.
Not once.
Hey, Sylvia, there's a good question. Let me see who asked it. Princess Di asked it. She said, tomorrow while you're playing his music, you think they will be trying to strike your page?
I don't know. We'll have to see.
You know how people are. It's a lot of jealousy. It's a lot of envy that's going on. If they strike it, oh, well, we'll have a short-lived live, whatever. But, I mean.
I like how you did that, though. I like how you said that.
They're going to strike it. What are you doing? You're not going to sit there and be crying over it. You just play the music at home.
Right.
We'll stop and we'll start talking, and then we'll play. We'll start talking. We'll do it that way. Let's do it that way, so they don't do a continuous and start jack us up.
Look, Don said, yo, you have to keep restarting.
Yeah, exactly, Dom. I don't know. I might lose some people in restarting. So
Now, Gucci, your damn fire, your smoke detector need a new battery.
Hey, I know, but I don't want to.
Yeah, I knew it was you. I knew it was you beeping.
You've been doing it for a whole month, and it's right in my bedroom, and it's pissing me off.
It's pissing me off just listening to it.
I hear it too every time I get on the phone, and I'll be like listening to my. It's like, is my?
I know. I'll be having to look like, is that me?
But wait, Rhonda, I already took the battery out of 2, right, and still didn't replace them yet. I just took the battery out. All right, I'm gonna replace that so tomorrow y'all don't hear it. Oh God!
Look at what Angie just said.
What I was saying is that I don't see where they can buckle down and say Rob instructed them to contact that person, but the gov will use a blanket, non-specific explanation connecting Rob to this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. But you know, they was very slick in their writing. They didn't put him. They just said in the case of R. Kelly. They didn't say he instructed them. He just said in the case, connected to the case. They smart. They know how to use those words. But then of course, the news people says different thing.
But it did clearly say to this date, Jane Doe has not received any money from the defendant, Jr., and it remains unclear whether Kelly, I-2, I-3, I-4, even authorized him to go and do whatever he was doing.
Now, as far as those other 3 individuals, we don't know what their motives was, or we don't know. But for them to even contact Dr. Rice to get him involved in this,
so he can get to keep.
Yeah, because they felt that, and you know the strangest thing, if you're supposed to be Rob's cousin, why is it that you have to go to somebody who's a blogger?
Exactly. I was saying that.
Right? Isn't it weird, Amanda?
What happened?
You have to go through a blogger to get to Rob, and Rob's supposed to be your cousin.
See, Sylvia.
Yeah.
Sylvia, Don K says something, and I've been thinking about that since last night. They don't have the racketeering. So now they're trying to tie all of this into getting a RICO Act. That's what they're trying. Because the racketeering is weak. So they're trying to get all these people in it to saying telling them to do this by the phone. Because, you know, for a RICO Act is 2 or more people having a conversation on a phone.
Yeah.
That's what they're trying.
Yeah. Boy, this plot thickens every moment.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. All right, well, we ain't gonna hold y'all up too much longer.
Yeah, we're about to get off this phone.
We appreciate y'all coming out, sitting with us, listening to Sylvia talk through the video at first.
Yes.
But hey, y'all love us. That's why you're here.
Yes.
But I thank you guys because, you know, we had to pull teeth and wring your arms and your neck for y'all to even hit the like button. You know, I'm like, dang, y'all hate it that much, but y'all want to sit up in here and suck up all the information, like suck up all the air conditioning up in this. But you don't want to give her credit. You know, y'all just don't want to give. Y'all want to. Why are there so much haters in this world?
Hey, tomorrow we're gonna see everybody. Remember, go to the liquor store, get your liquor, bring it in a brown paper bag.
And it's BYOB, not whatever Gucci said the other day. We said what? BYOC or something like that. No, BYOL, bring your own liquor. But he said BYOB means bring your own liquor.
Yeah.
Hey guys, thank you. Because I got more subscribers just a few minutes, y'all. You guys rock. Because
hey, Sylvia, you know what I did? You know what I did? You know what I did? I went into 2 of the R. Kelly group and I advertised, tell people to come over, come watch it.
Oh, go on, Gucci. But I I got 100 new subscribers.
I went into
No.
Again, this video cannot be used without the permission of Sylvia or Dr. Rice.
Yeah.
But guys, thank you guys. We will, and whenever we get any kind of exclusive information, exclusive anything, I will share it. I'm not a selfish person, but at least y'all can do is hit the like button or something. I'm not even getting any money for this. I don't even know how to start monetizing these things.
Again, you guys, let's make it very clear. What we did today was bring the version of Dr. Rice's conversation to you guys.
Angie, we don't do crack over here. She's here. Bring your own crack.
Hey, Angie.
And you're going to get us in the RICO Act in a minute.
Well, Angie.
Play the church music and let's go.
Angie,
Okay, let's do church music.
Bring your own bitch too.
Hurry up and drown Gucci out. Hurry up and ground Gucci out.
Bring your own bitch tomorrow.
Bring your own what? Gucci, you crazy, you know that, right? Gucci, you are a nut.
BYOB, bring your own bitch.
Gucci.
But the bitch is the beer, is the bottle. Oh God.
If people get ready to start leaving now.
Look, that's how it always goes.
It's going up.
They might start liking the song now. It's going up.
Is it going up?
Was that 112? Is that 116? Willie, you crazy, Willie. What are you doing? Man, ain't nobody going nowhere. How does where you talk? How does where you talk? Wind up. What y'all want to talk about?
I'm out.
Bye, darlings.
Hey, Rhonda, you and Sylvia call me.
Good night.